Hey guys, how's it going? It's WhatRiPods here, back with my third at-pack review. Tonight I've actually got 4 games for you tonight. The first one I'm going to start off with is called Duck Shot. Now this is pretty much like any carnival duck shooting range you've been to. So basically right now it says there's a gun calibration, so hold it at a good viewing angle and then tap the screen to start. So you can see there's a reticule up there. Hopefully you guys can get this. You move the reticule around and try to shoot these ducks. Don't shoot the people. They don't get points for that. You actually try to move it, and you use the accelerometer to move it, and you tilt it in different directions. I'm trying to get you guys to see this. So I'm moving actually kind of slow. So that's basically all there is to this game, guys. Seriously, this is the full version. As you can see, I'm just going to let you see what the game's like a little bit. There is no different levels. There is one level. You are timed, and it actually you see how much you can get in one round, and that's pretty much it. There's no menu or anything with this game. It's not that bad of a game, and see, the game's over. We got 16, 2 misses, and you got 11 bonuses. So, see, you just restart. There's no menu or anything. But, guys, check that out. It's called Duck Shot. And the next one I had for you is called Surface DJ. This is basically, you make your own techno music. Techno beats, techno music, whatever you want to call it. And you've got 3 kind of tracks here. Now, what this thing is in the middle, it's called a loop. And you have these little chips down here where you can drag them up onto the loop, and it will start playing music. Now, the closer you get them up to the top, the louder they will get. So you've got, what is that? You've got 10 chips at the bottom. Move them up, move multiple. You can actually multi-touch and drag them both off, and you can fade them up, and you can just put them all on there, you know, make some cool music. Now, they've actually got 3 different categories where they've got different beats and everything, different piano settings, different drums, cymbals, stuff like that. And this one's actually my favorite. It's called Break a Point, or however you want to call it, you guys. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. You can see this guitar one actually reminds me of like a 303 music. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but this is actually the full version. This is not a Lite. I would have liked to see a record feature, or where you can actually use your own music. That would have been great. But here we go. We've got another game here. It's called Shift Lite. This is a Lite version, as you can tell by the title. Now this game is actually pretty fun. It's you've got a board, and you got to try to move this like ice cube looking thing onto these targets. Now, normally you use the accelerometer for this game, but for the sake of the review, I set it up so you can use the touch screen. So we're gonna go into that. We're actually gonna. So actually, I'm gonna go back, and we're gonna go to the chapter select, because I want to show you guys first the first level and show you what it's like. So here it says cover all targets with tiles. So we're gonna start this, and the graphics are pretty good. They got like this cool little mystical thing with like the blue and the purples and little swirls in the background. So now what you gotta do is slide it down and over. Whoops. There you go, over. And now it's kind of like golf, where they have a par settings, where the perfect you could get on that one was 2, and I got 4. And so it's pretty much like golf, where you try to get their par. And so now they will set up blocks where you sit up on the blocks, so you don't go flying all the way across the game board. So you actually got to use like your tricks. And this actually kind of reminds me of, I think it was Pokemon Blue or something like that for the Game Boy, where you in an ice cave or something, and you gotta slide around and get to the trainer. But enough of that, guys. It actually does get kind of harder, where they'll add 2 ice blocks, and you gotta try to set it up so you get perfectly onto the target, and you use that other one in sync with your first one to kind of work your way to the target. So as you can see, they give you actually quite a bit of maps here. So there's all these ones in the moderate, and then you have all the training ones as well. So they actually give you quite a bit, guys. The full version actually probably gives you a lot more, but I'm going to show you guys the settings of how I changed it to the touch sensitive, and there's a tilt in both. You got your music and sound effects on here, and that's about it for this game. And we're going to move on to the next one, which is called Hexus. Hexus is, they call it a board game with a little strategy, and you need a little bit of luck to beat it. And it is true. You guys will see why you need a little bit of luck to beat this game. This is the Lite version. It gives you 5 levels. I'm not quite sure how many levels are on the full version. I might be able to post that in annotations if I do figure it out. But we're going to start a new game. And yes. So now what this is, it says level 1, clear groups of 2 or more. So what you basically do is you have a game board here full of different colors, and you tap the colors of 2 or more to clear them off the board. Now you're trying to clear the entire board of all the colors. Now up here you have these colors that will drop down when you move a certain tile to another part of the board. And I'll show you that, guys, now. I'm going to tap those blue, and we're going to get rid of all the blue because it was a group of 2 or more. So now when I want to get this yellow up to these yellows, you can tap it and then drop it there. Now a new one will automatically replace it from down here. So you tap that. So this is where the strategy comes into play, and the luck, because you never know what's going to come up here, and you have to kind of strategize on where you're going to move the tiles, and you got to figure out which one's going to drop in behind it. So we're actually going to move this blue one here, and we're going to move this yellow here, and this blue here. So you see, as that worked out, we got the yellow here, so we can tap that, and the blues here, and we can tap that. I'm actually going to move on to the next level. Now you can only move those tiles from the top 10 times. So you can only replace tiles 10 times, so that's where the strategy comes in a lot. So we're going to get rid of all the groups of 2 or more, because that's my strategy, I guess. So we're going to move this down here, tap that. We're going to move this over here, tap that, this down here. See, so now it adds a color every time, guys. I forgot to mention that. It will, every time you beat a level, it will actually add a different color. So as you can see here, we're actually going to get this, and we're going to move this, tap, and tap. So that's basically it, guys. So it does add colors. It gets more difficult and everything, so you guys can see that. I'll finish this off. We'll try to finish this off at least. And we're going to move the yellow. See, I'm actually not even strategizing. It's actually pretty bad. So you guys see what I mean, right? Now this is where it gets to be a pain, when you have one color left and the top one is a blue one. So when you move this, it's going to be blue drop down. And then you move this and you can get rid of your green. But now you have no blue coming in, and you only have 3 tiles to move. So this is where the luck and the strategy comes in, because it does get to be a pain when that happens. So that is called Hexus Lite. Definitely check that out, guys. Go out and buy the full version if you want. I'll post to see how many game boards actually this one comes with and this one comes with. So overall, we went through Duck Shoot, Surface DJ, Shift Lite, and Hexus Lite. And that's all I have for you guys. I'm actually going to do a full review of the Lite version of Archibald's Adventures, because I actually do really like the Lite version of this game. So I'm actually going to show you guys. I'm considering of getting the full version of this game. So I will do a full thing of this. So look forward to that. And that is it, guys. This is WhatRiPods signing out. Peace.